Stop scrolling. This could change your life in the next 10 minutes. Listen to me carefully. What I'm about to tell you is going to sound absolutely insane, but I need you to stick with me for the next few minutes because this information has the power to completely transform your financial reality. Drop a yes. I am ready in the comments if you're ready to discover the secret that wealthy people have been using for centuries. 3 days ago, I received a message from a woman named Sarah that literally gave me chills. She said, "I can't believe this actually worked. 3 weeks ago, I was about to lose my apartment. Today, I just signed a 50-0 client. I'm crying as I type this." And Sarah isn't alone. In the past month alone, I've received over 847 messages from people sharing similar stories. But here's what's going to shock you. Sarah didn't learn some complex investment strategy. She didn't get a new degree or inherit money. She didn't even change her job initially. What she did was so simple, so accessible, that when I first heard about it, I thought it was complete nonsense. But then I tested it myself, and my life changed forever. Type ready in the comments if you want me to reveal exactly what Sarah discovered. Warning: what you're about to learn will challenge everything. Before we go any further, I need to warn you about something. What you're about to discover is going to completely shatter everything you think you know about money, success, and what's actually possible for your life. Some of you are going to resist this information. Your logical mind is going to tell you it's too good to be true or that doesn't work for people like me. If that voice is already starting to whisper in your head, type "I hear it" in the comments. That voice? That's exactly what's been keeping you stuck. And in the next few minutes, we're going to silence it forever. But first, let me ask you something that's going to make you uncomfortable. When was the last time you looked at your bank account without feeling anxiety? When was the last time you bought something you wanted without checking your balance first? When was the last time you felt truly, genuinely excited about your financial future? If you can't remember, you're not alone. And it's not your fault. Drop a yes. I am ready if this hits too close to home. The story that started an avalanche. 2 years ago, I was at my lowest point. I mean rock bottom. 73-0 in debt. Credit cards maxed out. Living in my friend's basement at 34 years old. I was successful on paper, good education, decent job, but I was drowning. Every night, I'd lie awake, calculating numbers in my head. If I eat ramen for lunch, I can afford gas. If I skip coffee, I can make the minimum payment. Type "been there" if you've had these exact thoughts. I felt like such a failure. Everyone around me seemed to be figuring it out, and I was falling further behind every day. The shame was eating me alive. Then something happened that I can only describe as miraculous. I was at a coffee shop. Yes, I splurged on coffee that day and felt guilty about it. When I overheard a conversation at the next table, 2 women talking about money, but in a way I'd never heard before. One woman said, "Money is just energy. It flows where it's welcomed." The other replied, "I used to repel it without even knowing. Now I'm a magnet." I almost spit out my coffee. These women weren't talking about budgets or side hustles. They were talking about money like it was alive, like it had feelings and preferences and chose where to go. Type "what?" if you're thinking the same thing. I should have dismissed it as hippie nonsense. But something inside me was desperate enough to listen. I gathered my courage, walked over, and asked, "Excuse me, but what did you mean about being a magnet for money?" What happened next changed everything. The secret they shared will blow your mind. The woman smiled and said something that still gives me chills. "Honey, you're radiating financial desperation from across the room. Money can sense it, and it runs away from that energy like a scared animal." She continued, "Wealthy people aren't smarter than you. They're not luckier. They simply learn to become energetic matches for abundance instead of scarcity." Type "energy" if this sounds crazy but somehow intriguing. She explained that every thought we think, every belief we hold, every emotion we feel creates an energetic frequency. And money, like everything else in the universe, is just energy vibrating at a specific frequency. When your frequency matches money's frequency, it finds you. When it doesn't, you can work yourself to death and still struggle. I thought this was the weirdest thing I'd ever heard. But then she said something that stopped me cold. What if I told you that you've been accidentally repelling money your entire life? What if every "I can't afford it," every "money is tight," every anxious thought about bills was actually pushing abundance away from you? My jaw literally dropped. Type "mind blown" if you're starting to see what I saw. The moment everything clicked, she pulled out her phone and showed me her bank account. I'm not going to share the exact number, but let's just say it had more zeros than I'd ever seen in a personal account. 3 years ago, I was bankrupt, she said. Literally. Lost my house, my car, everything. But I learned something that completely reversed my fortune. Type "tell me if you're on the edge of your seat right now." I learned that poverty is not a lack of money. Poverty is a relationship with money, and relationships can be changed. She started teaching me concepts that sounded like science fiction, but felt deeply true. Your brain has been programmed for financial struggle. Every money worry is a prayer for more money problems. Wealthy people think in abundance even before they have it. Your relationship with money determines how much you can have. And then she gave me the challenge that changed everything. For the next 30 days, I want you to pretend you're already wealthy. Not fake it till you make it, but genuinely shift your internal relationship with abundance. Act as if money flows to you easily. Feel grateful for wealth that's already yours. Make decisions from abundance, not scarcity. Type "challenge accepted" if you're ready to try this yourself. I thought it was ridiculous, but I was so desperate, I was willing to try anything. What happened next still seems impossible. The 30-day experiment that defied logic. Day 1. I woke up, and instead of immediately checking my bank account with dread, I spent 5 minutes imagining I was already financially free. It felt fake, but I did it. Day 3. Someone offered me freelance work I'd never been offered before. Day 7. I found 40 in an old jacket pocket. Day 12. My boss mentioned a promotion opportunity. Type "coincidence" if you're thinking what I was thinking, but wait, it gets crazier. Day 18. I received an unexpected tax refund. Day 23. A client paid an old invoice I'd forgotten about. Day 30. I'd received over $200 in unexpected money and new opportunities. I was shook. But here's what really convinced me: this wasn't just luck. My entire feeling about money had changed. Instead of anxiety, I felt excitement. Instead of scarcity, I felt possibility. Instead of desperation, I felt magnetic. Type "magnetic" if you're starting to feel this energy, the science that proves it's real. Now, before you think I've lost my mind, let me share the science behind why this works. Your brain has something called the reticular activating system, RAS. It's like a filter that determines what information you notice and what you ignore. When you're focused on scarcity, your RAS filters for scarcity. You notice every bill, every expense, every reason why you can't afford something. When you shift to abundance, your RAS filters for abundance. Suddenly, you notice opportunities that were always there but invisible to you before. Type RAS if this is making sense, but it goes deeper than that. Neuroscientist Dr. Joe Dispenza has proven through brain scans that when you consistently visualize and feel a desired future, your brain literally rewires itself. New neural pathways form. Your brain starts operating as if that future is already real. And here's the kicker: your behavior automatically changes to match your new neural patterns. You don't have to force yourself to take different actions. The actions become natural, obvious, automatic. Type "rewire" if you're ready to reprogram your brain. The 3 deadly money blocks keeping you stuck. After 2 years of studying this and helping thousands of people, I've discovered that 97% of financial struggle comes from just 3 core blocks. Block 1. I'm not worthy of wealth. This one is sneaky. You might not consciously think I don't deserve money, but it shows up in subtle ways. Undercharging for your work. Feeling guilty when spending on yourself. Believing wealthy people are somehow different from you. Type Block 1. If this resonates, Block 2. Money is hard to get. This belief makes you work against the flow of abundance, believing you have to struggle to succeed, thinking money only comes through hard work, expecting everything to be difficult. Type Block 2 if you recognize this pattern. Block 3. There's not enough to go around. This scarcity mindset creates competition instead of collaboration, feeling threatened by others' success, hoarding instead of flowing, operating from fear instead of trust. Type Block 3 if this hits home. Now here's what's incredible. Once you identify these blocks, they lose their power over you. And I'm about to show you exactly how to dissolve them, the breakthrough that changes everything. Are you ready for the part that's going to sound absolutely insane but is completely true? Your financial problems are not actually financial problems. Let me say that again. Your financial problems are not actually financial problems. They're relationship problems. Specifically, your relationship with receiving, with worthiness, with possibility itself. Type relationship if this is hitting you like a lightning bolt. Think about it. You probably have no problem giving money away, paying bills, buying things for others, spending on necessities. The giving flows easily. But what about receiving? How do you feel when someone offers to pay for dinner? What happens inside you when you get an unexpected windfall? How comfortable are you asking for what you're worth? Most people are terrible at receiving, and if you can't receive, abundance literally cannot reach you. Type receiving if you're starting to see the pattern. The 5-minute technique that unlocks abundance. Okay, here's where it gets practical. I'm going to teach you the exact 5-minute technique that has transformed thousands of lives. But first, I need you to commit. This isn't going to work if you try it once and give up. This isn't going to work if you do it half-heartedly. This works when you commit to it for at least 21 days. Type I commit if you're ready to do whatever it takes. Here's the technique. The abundance breath technique. Minute 1. Sit quietly and take 5 deep breaths. With each exhale, release any worry, stress, or anxiety about money. Minute 2. Place your hand on your heart and repeat, I am worthy of abundance. I am a magnet for prosperity. Money flows to me easily and naturally. Minute 3. Visualize money flowing to you from multiple sources. See it as a golden stream of light entering your life from all directions. Minute 4. Feel deep gratitude for the abundance that's already yours. Thank the universe for the wealth that's on its way. Minute 5. Set an intention for how you'll use your abundance to serve others and make a positive impact. That's it. 5 minutes. Every morning. For 21 days. Type 5 minutes if you're ready to start tomorrow. The stories that prove it works. Let me share some messages I've received just this week. Jennifer from Texas. Day 14 of the technique and I just got offered a job that pays 40% more than my current one. This is insane. Type Jennifer if this gives you hope. Marcus from New York. I was skeptical AF. But day 8 and I've already made 2-0 in unexpected income. My mind is officially blown. Thanks for watching. The Path of 7. Type Marcus if you're excited to try this. Lisa from California. This technique helped me realize I was unconsciously pushing money away. Once I shifted that, everything changed. New clients started appearing everywhere. Type Lisa if you're ready for your breakthrough. But here's what I love most about these stories. It's not just about the money. People report feeling more confident, more optimistic, more alive. They start taking better care of themselves. Their relationships improve. They find work they actually love. Because when you heal your relationship with abundance, you heal your relationship with life itself. Type life if you're feeling this truth. The warning I must give you. Before you start this journey, I need to warn you about something. This is going to trigger people around you. When you start vibrating at a higher frequency, when you start expecting and receiving abundance, some people in your life are going to be uncomfortable. They might say, you're being unrealistic. Money doesn't work that way. You're changing. Don't get your hopes up. Type, Triggered if you can already imagine these conversations. Here's why this happens. Your transformation holds up a mirror to their own limitations. Your success challenges their beliefs about what's possible. This is normal. This is expected. This is actually a sign that you're growing. You have two choices. 1. Stay small to make others comfortable. 2. Rise up and inspire others to do the same. Type rise up if you choose option 2, the phenomenon that will amaze you. Here's something wild that happens when you start this work. Synchronicities start showing up everywhere. You'll think about a business idea and suddenly see an article about exactly that topic. You'll need a certain amount of money and find that exact amount in unexpected ways. You'll meet exactly the right person at exactly the right time. Type synchronicity if you've experienced this before. Some people call it luck, some call it coincidence, but I call it alignment. When your internal frequency matches the frequency of abundance, the universe literally conspires to help you succeed. And the more you notice these synchronicities, the more they happen. It's like the universe is saying, "Oh, you're paying attention now? Let me show you what's possible." Type universe if you're ready to pay attention. The money affirmation that changes your DNA. Scientists have now proven that our thoughts literally change our genetic expression. When you repeatedly think and feel certain thoughts, you activate different genes. This means you can literally reprogram yourself at the cellular level for abundance. Here's the most powerful money affirmation ever created. Say this with feeling every day. I am a money magnet. Wealth flows to me from expected and unexpected sources. I deserve abundance and I receive it gladly. Money comes to me easily, quickly, and in perfect amounts. I am grateful for the prosperity that is already mine. But here's the key. You have to feel it, not just say it. Feel the excitement of money flowing to you. Feel the gratitude for wealth that's coming. Feel the joy of financial freedom. Type the affirmation in the comments if you're ready to reprogram your DNA. The success timeline that will shock you. Based on tracking thousands of people who've used these techniques, here's the typical timeline. Days 1-7. Internal shifts begin. You start noticing different thoughts and feelings about money. Days 8-14. Small synchronicities appear. Unexpected money shows up in small amounts. Days 15-21. Bigger opportunities present themselves. People start offering you things. Days 22-30. Significant external changes. New income streams, better job offers, major breakthroughs. Type timeline if you're excited to start your own journey. But here's what's amazing. Some people see results in just a few days. Why? Because they commit fully. They don't just try the technique, they become the technique. Type commit fully if that's going to be you. The identity shift that everything depends on. Here's the deepest truth I can share with you. You don't get what you want. You get what you are. If you are someone who struggles with money, you'll find ways to struggle no matter how much you earn. If you are someone who is abundant, you'll find ways to create wealth even from difficult circumstances. The question is, who are you being? Type being if you understand this distinction. Rich people aren't rich because they have money. They have money because they're rich in their identity first. They think rich thoughts, make rich decisions, have rich expectations, and feel rich emotions before the money shows up. And then the money shows up to match their identity. Type identity if you're ready to become wealthy from the inside out. The daily practice that guarantees success. Want to know the one thing that separates people who transform their finances from those who stay stuck? Consistency. It's not about being perfect. It's not about never having doubt. It's about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. Here's your daily abundance routine. Morning, 5 minutes. Abundance breath technique. Gratitude for wealth, already yours. Visualization of your abundant day ahead. Throughout the day, notice and celebrate any abundance that shows up. Say thank you every time you spend money. Choose abundant thoughts over scarcity thoughts. Evening, 5 minutes. Review the day's abundance, even tiny amounts. Feel gratitude for all the good that happened. Set intentions for tomorrow's opportunities. Type daily practice. If you're committed to this routine, the challenge that will change your life. All right, beautiful souls. We've come to the moment of truth. I've shared the science, the stories, the techniques, the truth about what's really possible for your life. Now comes the part that separates the dreamers from the achievers, the action. I'm issuing you a challenge right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when you have more time. Right now, the 21-day abundance challenge. For the next 21 days, I want you to 1. Do the 5-minute abundance technique every morning. 2. Notice and celebrate any abundance that shows up. 3. Replace scarcity thoughts with abundance thoughts. 4. Act from abundance, not desperation. 5. Share your wins in the comments to inspire others. Type challenge accepted if you're ready to transform your financial reality. The community that changes everything. You know what makes this even more powerful? Doing it together. When you commit to this challenge publicly, when you share your journey, when you support others on their path, magic happens. The energy multiplies, the results accelerate, the transformation becomes inevitable. So here's what I want you to do. 1. Type I'm in the comments to officially join the challenge. 2. Share this with 3 people who need to see this message. 3. Hit that follow button so you don't miss the daily inspiration. 4. Use Abundance Challenger 21 when you share your wins. Type community if you're ready to transform together. The final truth that sets you free. Here's the final truth I need you to understand. You already have everything you need. You don't need more education, more connections, more luck, more time, or more anything. You need to unlock what's already inside you. You need to remember who you really are. You need to align with the abundance that is your birthright. Type I remember if you're feeling this truth in your bones. The wealthy life you dream of isn't some far-off fantasy. It's not reserved for other people. It's not dependent on circumstances changing. It's available right now. The moment you decide to claim it, the moment you decide you're worthy, the moment you decide to stop playing small, that moment is now. Type now if you're ready to claim your abundant life. Your abundant future starts today. Beautiful soul, as we come to the end of this journey together, I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Feel the excitement building in your chest. Feel the possibilities opening up. Feel the shift happening inside you right now. This is your moment. This is the moment everything changes. This is the moment you choose abundance over scarcity, possibility over limitation, faith over fear. 6 months from now, you're going to look back on this day as the day your life transformed. You're going to remember this as the moment you decided to step into your power, claim your worth, and embrace the abundant life that's been waiting for you. Type transformed if you can feel your future self thanking you. The final call to action. If this message has touched your heart, if this information has opened your mind, if this possibility has ignited your soul, don't let this moment pass. Right now, in the comments. 1. Type I choose abundance to claim your commitment. 2. Share 1. Limiting belief you're ready to release. 3. Declare 1. Abundant outcome you're calling in. 4. Tag someone who needs to see this message. And if this has truly impacted you, share this post with everyone you know. Save it so you can come back to it. Follow for daily abundance inspiration. Your financial transformation starts with this one decision. Make it now. The universe is waiting. Your abundant life is waiting. You are ready. Type I am ready, and let's change your life together. Bonus. The secret technique I almost didn't share. Wait before you go. There's one more thing. A technique so powerful I almost didn't include it because it works so fast it's almost scary. But you've made it this far. You've shown you're serious, so I'm going to share it. The 30-second money magnetizer. Right before you fall asleep each night, when your brain is in the perfect state to absorb new programming, repeat this exactly 3 times. I am now receiving money from multiple sources. I am so grateful for my increasing abundance. Money comes to me easily, and I deserve every penny. That's it. 30 seconds. Right before sleep. But here's why it works. Your subconscious mind is most receptive right before you fall asleep. Whatever you program in those final moments becomes part of your overnight processing. You literally wake up with a more abundant mindset. Type 30 seconds if you're going to try this tonight. Welcome to your abundant life. Congratulations, Money Magnet. You've just taken the first step into a completely different reality. A reality where abundance is normal, where opportunities appear everywhere, where money flows to you naturally, where you finally feel worthy of all the good life has to offer. This is just the beginning. Your story of transformation starts now, and I cannot wait to read your success story in the comments. The universe is celebrating you right now. Welcome to your abundant life. You've earned it. You deserve it. You are it. Type abundant life and let's celebrate together. P.S. If you're still reading this, you're definitely one of the ones who's going to make it happen. The fact that you stayed with me this long shows you have the commitment to succeed. Your breakthrough is coming. I can feel it.